Michigan Stadium. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights offense who will have the football first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
This is a designed run. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we're looking forward to getting a look at this guy, Savion Hyder. He put up more than 250 yards, 4 touchdowns while running his team to a win in their last game. The give to the left side. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Changing the routes with his receivers. All over him immediately.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together, so earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. The snap sets up the throw. Turns it upfield. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Rushes on, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the air, it's Daniel. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can...
There he goes! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sells the run, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's a draw. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Making his first move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Holly, what do you have?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is so much love and support down here right now as their running back just made history. The all-time national leader for most rush.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense...
He's loose at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverine. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. In the backfield, it's Smith. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll move the tight end. Hits inside. It's Smith. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because.
Running free. He's at the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, This running back is having a blast down here. He and his teammates are celebrating that last rushing touchdown. That put him alone at the top nationally. And now he's back on the field getting ready to continue his performance. The most rushing touchdowns in a career for the nation. A lot of history down here being made. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Right back to it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Daniel. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Sells to Faith. Unloads it left. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Keeps it himself. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sideline.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. The snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Just had to get rid of it.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Second down to the air. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Needs it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying the left side. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Handoff again. He's past the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're working that left side. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Moves the pocket. It's Daniel. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
DB's right up on the receivers. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Looking down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Left side, it's Johnson. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Gonna take a shot, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure.
Brings it in down the left side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's caught. It's Cutler. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Moving the pocket, it's Daniel. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Sells the run, looking to pass. Moves to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this tight end after that touchdown continues to have his way for the defense, and there was nobody even around him, close to him in the end zone, David. He just found the zone. He put his hand up. Quarterback, that was easy for him to see. But inexplicably bad coverage on the back end by the defense.
I mean, that was basically routes on air. Wide open. And this guy, it's not like he's a bum. This dude's been cooking you all day, and they left him absolutely wide open. Big-time mistake by the defense. And the offense, the QB's like, hey, my man's wide open. He's kind of done some work. I'll throw him the football. Easy 6.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score.
Wide open spaces. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Hold to the ground.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the missed connection on third down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. First and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniel. Makes a catch. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Back to pass on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
The Wolverines have it with a first and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw one first. Makes the grab. It's Warren. Finds a crease at the 20. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going with the counter play here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. trying to get the corner. Pitches it. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the Rutgers sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. See some running room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Give to the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. He's now up to 71 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Rides to the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. And the Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Smith. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Handoff from the gun. They were all over it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he gets it away.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And this one is perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to pass, it's Dawn. He's got it. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rush right in his face. Fires on the move. Just a complete misfire.
Really good job by the defense understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense understanding.
Snags it and he's open. He's at the 50. A big play to get it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Gonna look downfield again. Between the hashes, it's McCray. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Good job just to get rid of that one.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Sets his feet. It's Foster. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Plows through the defense. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they attack in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Bought a little time, lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
3rd and long right here. Back to throw, it's Foster. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Nestled just inside that right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for the edge. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Trying to take it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.